Hi there everybody, Marybeth Angiolelli here, and welcome back today for another training video on how to have success with direct mail. Now, many of you know that I've been in the direct mail order industry for the past decade, actually a little over 10 years, and I just decided to implement a training series and just add it as a segment onto my YouTube channel, Retire with Marybeth, because this is the season. We're definitely in the season right now for the best in mail order profits. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have joined me in different mail order programs, as I've been doing them for a long time now, both flyer programs and postcard programs. And also there's a lot of direct mail order programs out there in general. So I just want to kind of dedicate a segment of my YouTube channel to be able to help as many people as possible, to share with them, what's resulted in my success over the years so that I can steer people in the right direction. Because it's really important if you take this approach. It is a paid approach. So you definitely want to budget accordingly, and you want your budget to work for you as much as possible, okay? So first and foremost, what does it take to be successful in direct mail order? Primarily, there's two components, okay? Which is your mail piece, which is your ad copy. That's very, very important. So I'm just going to write this over here, which is going to be your ad copy, which is your mail piece, and that would be either a flyer or a postcard. Now, if you want to start your own program, this would be my personal recommendation. If you're serious, really serious about wanting to have success, I would advise you to hire a professional copywriter. Okay? You might have to spend a little bit of money to get your ad copy created, but it's going to be well worth the investment, because ad copy is very, very important. You don't want anything that is too hypey. You want something that's real, that has some good content, some good value, and you want ad copy that pulls. That's very, very important, whether you're mailing out a flyer or a postcard. Now, for example, many of you know that I'm part of American Bill Money, and they have some amazing high converting postcards. Okay, so I will just show you here. This is something that I mail out on a regular basis. There's the front and there's the back, and as you can see, this one's very personalized to me. It has my picture on it. It has my custom company website. It's got a toll-free number, a sizzle number, an automated number that people can call. So the way this one is structured, and of course it has my picture so they can see that there's a person behind this particular offer. There's the back side, and it's really simple. All you do is apply a postage stamp and a peel and stick label and drop this in a mailbox, okay, or deliver it to your local post office. And then there's the front of the card. Very, very professional, great, high quality, resolution, colors, content, and it's just, a dynamic designed postcard, hands down. So this is an example of a high response, high converting postcard offer, okay? American Bill Money, they've been around since 2003 as a direct provider of leads to the home-based business industry. And by the way, they're a really good lead source. So anybody looking for leads, check out American Bill Money. Okay, that's one of the lead resources that I've been using now for a little over 1 year. So getting back to this ad copy, have a good converting piece of mail, whether it be a flyer or a postcard. And if you want to start your own business, I would definitely recommend you seek out the professional services of a professional copywriter, okay? Because it's going to save you, a lot of time and a lot of money, and you'll have this done right from day one, okay? So moving right along, the next is you need a good list source, okay? Obviously, these are the two key elements to being successful in direct mail. Your ad copy, of course, good pulling ad copy, and a good list source. Now, I never recommend putting all your eggs into one basket. I recommend that you utilize at a bare minimum 2 list sources and then integrate a third for the absolute best results. You want to You want to mix it up. You want to diversify a little bit because over time you're going to be scaling up the size of your mail pieces. And like they say, the more the merrier, of course. The more output you have going out, obviously the more input you're going to have coming in. That's in the form of mail order profits, okay? Everything that you do from a marketing perspective is a numbers game. Direct mail order is no different. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about numbers here also in this video. Now here's who I've been using. Of course, a little over a year, ABM, American Bill Money. Use them for my postcard leads, and you could also use the leads for flyer offers. Since they are a direct provider of leads to this industry, their leads are universal leads. They're really good quality leads that work for just about any direct mail order offer. Okay, so that's first and foremost. My second and third list sources, and I've been using both of these for a long time. They've both been in business for a long time, and they're both household names in this direct mail order industry. First would be Prime Choice Lists. Okay, so I will go ahead and put that Prime, Prime, Choice, Choice, Lists, Lists.com. Okay, they have a website. You can go there, you can browse around. What I've been using for a while, under the mailing lists, when you go to the website, and you can also call the company, there's a toll-free number. The owner is absolutely wonderful. And go under mailing lists. What's worked the best for me for my particular offers has been the in-house buyers. Okay, you want a good buyer list. You want people who have a proven history, who have already made an investment, who understand this niche somewhat, and preferably already have some exposure, some experience working in mail order for the best results. Okay, people, who have the same desires and the same goals as you do, which is wanting to be successful, working from home, and being able to generate a profit and earn extra income. And there's some people that want to turn mail order into a full-time business, which you can absolutely do. Okay, you could definitely do it because it's a very, very scalable type of business, and it's also very duplicatable. And you can also not necessarily limit yourself and restrict yourself to specifically utilizing mail order. Many of these opportunities, even though they're flyers and postcards, you can also add your marketing and do them online as well, okay, for even more exposure and even greater profits. Okay, so primechoicelist.com is a wonderful resource. They've been around a long time. Number 3 is Wolf, WOLFENTERPRISES.net. wolfenterprises.net. That's WOLFENTERPRISES.net. These are my 3 top resources, okay? They have served me very, very well. I highly recommend them. Give them my complete stamp of approval. So I just want to be able to offer and pass along what does work in this particular industry. So this is it, folks. This is the 2 primary key ingredients to being successful, because, of course, where they go out to, who receives them, and what they receive makes perfect sense, okay? So moving right along, how many should you start with when you're beginning your mailings? When you're in the beginning phase, you've just started a new program. Definitely most people are on a somewhat of a budget. Minimum, I recommend anywhere from 50 to 100 a week, okay? You really need to be in this range to start to move onward and upward to bigger numbers as quickly as possible, so you can start to see some desirable results, okay? And start to get yourself into profit mode, create a positive cash flow, and just continue scaling up from there. Minimum every single week. You at least want to do this for a good solid 30 days, okay? If you can do more, that's even better. But the main thing is you have to be consistent, okay? This gets back to my philosophy. My 2 additional ingredients to being successful in this industry is stickability and consistency. So I'll even write that down here, folks. I always preach, I practice what I preach. Stickability and consistency. Once you start to mail out Once you start to mail out, you do not want to stop, okay? Because that's just going to cause you to backslide, and your results are going to be very reflective of your personal efforts and your work ethic. So you want to be mailing out every single week, and the first 90 to 120 days is very, very critical, okay? I'm going to put here, it's 3 to 4 months. This is when you have to be extra, extra consistent. You need to be mailing out at least a minimum of once a week. This needs to be phase 1, okay? Phase 1 right here. 50 to 100, if I would recommend you at least do that bare minimum once a week for the first 30 days. Then increase it as much as you can by at least 50 more per week in phase 2, which let's say that's going to be 31 to 60 days. That's going to be month 2, okay? Month number 2, okay? Take that up by an additional 50 in your second month. Okay, now this brings us to the culmination of 90 days, which was going to be phase 3. At least minimum, increase it by another 50 a week. Okay, so if you started at 100, that's going to take you to at least 200 mail pieces every week. And that's going to get you towards a really good number. The magic number, from all of my experience, is 1,000 a month, whether it be flyers or postcards. That's a good conservative amount, 1,000 a month. It needs to really be where you need to be edging and working towards that initial goal so that you can start to have multiple signups coming in, and that's going to be the start of your mail order success, okay? Because like I have always said, this is a numbers game. And then 120 days, we're going into month 4, up that by at least another 50 a week. So with every single month, I realize many people are on a budget, but you pretty much have to make sacrifices and you have to prioritize when you have your own business. And if that means doing such things as not going out to fine dining restaurants, staying away from the fast food restaurants, supporting some not so good habits, purchasing unnecessary things like many people, feel the need to, like lottery tickets and those type of things. You have your business. If you want to be successful, this is what it takes. It takes dedication and determination. It takes stickability. It takes consistency. Okay, those are all vitally important. All right. So here we are at the 4th month, and then what you want to do every single month, month 5 to month 12 and beyond. Okay. Try to increase by at least 50 a week, because initially you want to be at that magic number, which is 1,000 a month. And if you're really serious about mail order, you need to be climbing continually and gradually climbing to go to another 1,000. We're going to be tacking this on, and then we're eventually going to go to 2,000 a month, okay? And that's going to be 500 a week. Now, if you really take this serious and go crazy with it, there's no reason that you can't go even further to, 3,000 a month, all right? And upwards of more. I mean, there's some people that mail out 1,000 every single week, all right? That would put you at 4,000 mail pieces a month, which is a really, really great number. I don't possibly see any way that anybody could possibly not have massive success if they have the right offer and they have the right mailing lists, all right? But it is a numbers game. So initially you want to be super focused and super dedicated and consistent for at least the first 90 to 120 days. You can't give up. You cannot quit, because that is the foundational period, the period of building and planting your seeds for long-term sustainable income and success, okay, in direct mail order. So every single month you need to be increasing on a weekly basis by at least a minimum. Okay, the more the better. If you can do more than 50 a week, do more than 50 a week. But that should take you to roughly 200 by 120 days per week. But, the quicker that you can get to this 1,000 a month and then just move onward and upward from there. Okay, so that's the statistics, that's the numbers. Now let's talk about conversions. It's a question I often get asked. What type of response rate can I expect, Marybeth, from my mailings? Well, my personal experience, I can only speak from my personal experience. There's going to be an element of variance in the mix, of course. depending on your offer, depending on how many you're mailing, depending on who you're mailing to, and all of those related variables, okay? But 1 to 4% is typical, okay? 1 to 4% response rate is average and typical. With the right ad copy and the right list sources, and again, I recommend a combination. Start with at least 2, split it down the middle, go half from one list source, go half from the other, and then as soon as you can, as soon as your budget allows you to, add a third into the equation, okay? And then just continue running with 3. And that should yield you some really, really good results. So 1 to 4%. Now, basically, what should you be mailing out? Well, since postage is 50 cents, I recommend that if you have multiple offers, say you're involved in a postcard program, say you have more than one flyer opportunity, get your contents weighed at the post office first, just to play it safe. But you can put 1 postcard and like 3 flyers into 1 envelope for mailing purposes. Make that 50 cents work for you, okay? You're paying 50 cents, make it work for you. This is also going to give you multiple streams of income, and people who are going to be receiving these are going to be people who have already expressed an interest in working from home, earning extra income from home. They're very familiar, many of them, with the mail order industry. So if they see 2 viable offers, they're going to be very apt to pursue both offers, giving you not only one source of income, but a second source of income. And then they may very well hang on to those 2 other offers in that envelope and join them, whether it be a month down the road, 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road. You just never know. That's the beauty of mail order. Sometimes people join you right away, right out of the gate when they get the offer, or shortly thereafter anyways. And sometimes they hang on to it 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe longer, who knows. But the main thing is make that 50 cents work for you to the max, okay? It's always good to have multiple streams of income. I don't care what you're doing, what you're involved with. Never put all your eggs into one basket. And you'll be so much better off long term for that, just in case something, none of us can predict the future. Say something, falls by the wayside, doesn't work out the way that we anticipated. At least you have a backup plan, okay? Like they say, always have a plan B, okay? Always have a plan B. It's always good to plan ahead, and that's why you always need a emergency plan in the event of a disaster. A disaster plan plan B, okay? So, but definitely get 1 offer going first, okay? That's important. Don't overwhelm yourself, and just set realistic expectations, okay? It's going to take some time. You need to practice patience. Patience is a virtue, okay? So that's very, very important. You cannot lose sight and lose hope too fast. That's a common blunder in this industry. People give up way too fast, way before their initial breakthrough even comes through, okay? So you got to be patient. You've got to have your skin in the game at least minimum 30 to 120 days, okay? That's very, very important. So let's see, we talked about that. We talked about what to include. That leads me to postage, okay? If you're in a flyer program, I have some amazing flyer programs, and 2 of them come with some amazing stamp flyers, okay? This is what I recommend. Find a good stamp flyer, okay? Find a good stamp flyer and use it. Include it in your mailings, because some people may very well not be joining you in your offers. But when they see that stamp flyer included, a lot of people are going to jump all over that, because many of these people you're sending out to are mail order enthusiasts, mail order buyers. They're familiar with this industry. They probably have been in a mail order opportunity, or they're involved with one. They're going to jump all over that stamp flyer, okay? You can also, this is what I also recommend, go out to ebay.com. It's a phenomenal source for postage at a discounted rate. ebay.com. This is going to, over the course of, over a long-term period of time, ebay.com, you're definitely apt to find some very good stamp deals that are going to save you money. hands down, no doubt about it, okay? So you definitely want to, go out to ebay.com, check it out, and when a deal makes economic sense to you that you see at a good price, just go for it, okay? You're going to be able to purchase in bulk at a discounted rate most of the time. So stamp flyer and eBay, because the largest expenditure in any mail order business is postage. So you need to be working towards defraying the cost of your postage, because that's going to save you money. And all of this is going to, once you have the right offer, of course. Now, with the right offer, this leads me to one very important piece of information. Always try to position yourself with whatever business you join, okay? What I mean by that is you want to be in a position to receive maximum profits in your offers, because mail order is not free, okay? So for example, a lot of these programs have, small ticket side to them, a mid ticket and a high ticket. If you can, you need to really do everything within your power to at least begin at the mid ticket range, okay? Because it's a numbers game, and once you start to make money, you want those profits to work for you, and you want to be able to take a percentage of them and be always continually reinvesting them back into your mail order business. So for example, I realize there's a lot of small, offers out there at the $25 price point, not necessarily conducive to mail order, okay? So you want something that is at least going to be priced out and offer priced at around $100. $100, $200, those type of offers respond quite well to a cold market list in the direct mail order niche. Okay, I'm speaking from over 10 years of experience. And this gives you a nice basis for profitability and a nice basis for scalability. Okay, so something in this range initially to get you started, and then if you can move towards upgrading, as quickly as possible to something at, say, the $400 to $500 price point. Because when you're mailing out and you're receiving, $400, $500 signups, it's going to be much, much easier for you to scale up and keep going and keep winning. Okay? So at least to make this all worth your while, you want an offer that is at least in the $100 to $200 range, and then work towards upgrading into the $400 to $500 range. If you want to go a little bit higher, that's a personal judgment call, but this right here, 100, 200, 400, 500 is very conducive to direct mail order, will respond well, and also will yield some really good profits, direct mail order profits, okay? Now, I do recommend having your phone number somewhere on the offer, okay? You want to increase your conversions, let's face it. People do business with people, and people do business with other people that they come to know, like, and trust. So when someone gets an offer in the mail, if they're really liking what they're seeing and what they're reading, there's a very excellent chance that they're at least going to pick up the phone and want to see who is behind the offer, okay? So if your phone number is somewhere there, if you have a postcard, you can put it on the website, which I highly recommend. That's how I have mine structured. With a flyer, it's a good idea to not only include your address so they can send the payment back to you via money order, but put your phone number there. I know a lot of people don't want to put their phone numbers, and if you don't want to use your personal phone number, that's, again, a personal judgment call. Get, for example, a Google Voice number, something along those lines, okay? You can get an 800 link number, go to like 800link.com or Google Voice, if you don't want to use your own, your own personal cell phone number or landline or whatnot. Google Voice, or go with 800-800-LINK.com. That's only $9.95 a month, and with all expenses, by the way, all expenses, you can write these off, at the end of the year as a tax write-off, as deductions. And this is something I would recommend you seeking out, the advice of a tax professional, but just know that, yeah, it's going to definitely take money to make money, okay? All businesses do. You can't be afraid to invest. That's another thing. Any successful business is going to take an investment and a commitment of both time and money, business capital, to cover your expenses. But many of these expenses can be expensed out, and you can qualify for tax write-offs and deductions when you become the proud owner of your own direct mail order business, okay? So that's the beauty of having a business, many, many benefits and many, many different tax write-offs. But I'm not someone who's in the position to be able to give tax advice. So that's something I always refer people out to their tax prep individual or their CPA, okay, to do their taxes. So pretty much I've covered that. I've gone through some numbers, some expectations. You have to have realistic expectations, and you want to have an offer that makes sense, okay? Something that's going to yield some really good profits. So start off with a nice, like lower midpoint, mid-ticket type of offer in the 100 to 200 or 100 to 250 price range, okay? And then work towards $400 to $500. If you have something that is $1,000, that's, if it makes sense, then the offer, somewhere in the 1,000 to 1,500 range, absolutely, people. There's definitely people out there that seek out high ticket offers, okay, all the time. Okay, so this is the busy season now. That leads me to telling you you're definitely in the right place at the right time. August through the end of tax season, the end of April, the next 9 months is prime time, the most opportune time of year in the home-based business industry. So if you're in direct mail order, I would recommend that you get those offers out there and just keep working the numbers, keep working them, stick with it, remain committed and consistent every single week, and you're going to win, and you're going to win big. So hopefully I've provided you with some value today, some insight. I'm going to continue to keep making these videos, these training videos on a weekly basis, because I get a lot of inquiries now that we're in the peak season, the direct mail order boom season, wanting to help as many people as I can to win and succeed like I've been able to dominate this direct mail order industry now for over 10 years. And I just want to see a lot of other people try to follow, suit and have success, because it's very uplifting and it's very gratifying, and it's a very simple business. I mean, this is something that we have people young, retirees, baby boomers, everybody in between. What's nice is there's no special education, no special skills, there's no massive learning curve, and if you choose not to use a computer, someone with zero computer skills, maybe computers intimidate you, you don't have to worry. This is direct mail order, okay? You can just keep it simple. Take your postcard, apply a stamp, a pill and stick label, drop it in the mail. Include a postcard with some flyers, and it's really super simple, okay? For example, we take a flyer like this, cash in the box, a phenomenal program too, by the way, and we just keep it simple. We fold it once, we fold it twice. We simply insert this into a plain white number 10 envelope with perhaps 2 other flyer offers. Postcard, if you're in a postcard program, why not? Make that 50-cent, stamp work for you to the max, okay? That's all about aligning yourself and positioning yourself for maximum profitability in mail order. And then just insert into a plain white number 10 envelope. And by the way, envelopes, where can you go? Well, if you're a member, for example, of like a Costco's or a Sam's Club, you can get some amazing deals. You can, of course, scour the internet and check that out. Walmart has some amazing deals. Walgreens, or any dollar store, whether it be Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, any of those places work amazingly well, okay, for envelopes. So you just insert it. More than one offer if you're in more than one program. And I definitely encourage you to work towards that as you progress with your mail order business in the future, because multiple streams definitely pays you in multiple ways, and multiple ways yields more profits, more bottom line profits, okay? So we put this into a plain white envelope. We apply a postage stamp in the upper right-hand corner, a pill and stick lead label. We seal it up, and we drop it in the mailbox. Super simple, okay? And before I forget, where should you go for copies if you don't have your own copy machine? This is an amazing place. You work off of PDFs. You request a downloadable PDF of your flyer or other mail piece, and you just go online. Okay, needs to be going back up again. And then you just simply go online and you go to copiesincolor.com. So I'll put that down here too. And anyone have any questions, 330-787-1795. Just text or call me, okay? I'm here to help you. You join me in any of my flyer programs or my postcard program, folks. You get my complete undivided attention, my support. I'm always around to help, to assist. I'm on Facebook. We can connect on Facebook anytime, Facebook Messenger, as friends if we're not already connected. I always have my cell phone with me. Text or call anytime. I'll be more than happy to chat with you, help you to get going, and help you along the process till you are in a profitable state with your business, okay? Because that's very, very important. Copies in Color, COPIESINCOLOR.com, okay? So that leads me, I believe, to my last thing. So we talked about postage, where to go to save money, stamp, flyer, eBay. We've talked about the two most important ingredients. Of course, it's the ad copy and the list sources. I've given you the best sources. And you know what? They have different price points as well. For example, starting out, okay, you can get 300 leads approximately for only $30. So that's a starting basis. I realize many people are on budgets when they first start. You need to start somewhere though, and you need to just budget and scale up over time, okay? Start making money, reinvest a percentage. I've always followed the 80-20 rule, just to let you know as well, okay? Where that's worked very, very well for me over the years, where I have retained 80% of my profits, and I always pump 20% back into my mail order businesses. So we've got the list sources, we've got the numbers just to kind of give you a gauge for what to do, where to start, how to scale up, and also with regards to postage, copies, and I think that's about it. I know there's maybe a few other things. Oh, leads me to, before I forget, reverse mail, okay? I've talked about where to go to get the best list. This is something that, I learned as I went through this process. You can get some amazing leads from reverse marketing, okay? Once you start to buy leads, whether you want to or not, you're going to get on people's lists. And you're going to start getting offers in the mail, just like this. I get these every single day of the week. What you want to do is you want to hang on to these, keep them in a box, hold on to them for about 30 to 60 days, okay? And then look at them carefully. I get these in my mail every single day of the week, multiple. People send me their offers. Of course, I don't even know who these people are. But these are the offers. Of course, they come in a regular envelope, generally with a return address. And then what you can do is all of these people are already in mail order. They've already spent a certain amount of money. These are prime candidates, folks, okay? This is like a golden ticket, okay? This is literally like a golden ticket. You just take your offer and you get the address and you can handwrite it on the envelope and send your flyers, send your postcards. This is another golden nugget for anybody who is receiving other people's offers. Don't get frustrated when they send you their offer. Don't pitch them. Don't throw them in the trash. Hang on to them for an initial 30-day period, 60 days, 90 days, and then just start to use them. Put these to good use. Send them out. These are people that understand this industry. Many of them have been in the industry for a while. Many of them are in multiple streams of income, and they're always looking for a good, solid opportunity. So this is, like they say, prime real estate, okay? It really is at its finest. And just handwrite these. So that pretty much concludes this training for this week. I'm going to go ahead and post it up as August 11th, 2018, how to have success in direct mail. And I'm going to continue again to dedicate a segment of my YouTube channel, which is Retire with Marybeth. Now that we are in season, this is prime season. This is direct mail order boom season. And I just want to give back. Most grateful for the successes that I've been blessed with over the past 10 plus years in the direct mail order niche. And I get a lot of inquiries and I just want to keep coming back here. And I figure since, I am really busy, I can get myself out there and address some of the common questions that people continue to, inquire with each and every week. And then when you join me, of course, I'm going to definitely, work one-on-one with you until you are successful. But this This is how to start the process to work towards success and how to have success in direct mail order. 330-787-1795. I'll put the links to my programs below in this video so you can check those out. Any questions, message me on Facebook if we're connected. Send me a friend request if we're not, because I'm always online. I'm always using Facebook. It's been a great online resource to reach targeted people who want to work from home and earn extra income from home. So I mail out every single week just to let you know what I do, okay, on a weekly basis and on a daily basis. I mail out weekly. What you need to do is at least mail out once a week. If you want to, you can split that up to 2 to 3 mailings a week, just depending on your lifestyle and your work schedule and your personal schedule, okay? So just wanted to add that in there. At least minimum, you have to be going once a week. And once you start to increase your mailings, of course, it's going to be more feasible for you to split those up into 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm going to go with 2x and 3x, okay? So that hopefully will give you some guidance for where to start and how to climb towards success and how to have success in direct mail order. 330-787-1795. My name's Marybeth Angiolelli. I'll be coming back here every single week, uploading a new training video. This is my second training video that I'm making, and this one is on Saturday, August the 11th, 2018, how to have success in direct mail order. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy what's left of summer. We're definitely in the season right now. It's the direct mail order boom season is fun. So have fun with it. It's a simple business, folks, and it's a very profitable business if done properly. And I'm going to aid you in how to effectively and successfully and operate your business and in the most cost-efficient way for maximum potential and profitability. Take care. See you on the next video.